G'day everyone, we're back in the food room and my name is Mrs. Herbert and today we're going to be making some vanilla biscuits. So we've got to make sure our health and safety is sorted first. So I have my hair up, I have my apron on, I've been over to the sink and I've washed my hands for 20 seconds or the length of time it takes to sing your happy birthday. Our cookies, I can say cookies today because we're actually making cookies because I use cookies for everything, are going on at 160. So I've already turned my oven on and I've turned the fan on. So they're ready to go and that's preheating while we make and collect our ingredients. I'm just going to run through our ingredients for you. We need a half a cup of plain flour, a half a cup of self-raising flour, 60 grams of butter that we will soften for the creaming technique. We need a quarter of a cup of caster sugar, an egg which will be put into a separate bowl, and a teaspoon of vanilla essence. Here we go. I'm collecting my self-raising flour and we're getting a half a cup of that. I've got a heaped half a cup measure and I'm using the back of my knife to level that off. And that just sits straight in the sifter with the bowl. Now our ingredients have their own utensils or weights measure in them so that we have no cross-contamination with any of our food. And then that's going to get sifted. It's very exciting getting it all sifted. Get that last little bit. Okay, I'll just move that to the side. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to soften the butter. I'm not going to melt the butter. That goes in the microwave. I'm going to cover that up. Put that on. Not going to walk away from it, I'm only going to put it on. I'm going to stay with it. Melting, melting. Take that out. Come back over. Just going to have a look and see if, oh, that's nice and soft. Happy with that one? Okay, that's going to go into our bowl. I'm also going to get a teaspoon of, I'm going to get my sugar. Now, I was going to wonder what it was, but because it's already out there for me, I'm getting a quarter of a cup of caster sugar. That's going to go in there. Go back there. I'm going to use my beaters and I'm going to cream the butter and the sugar together. So what can often happen is we get students who want to beat the bowl with the beaters, but we really don't need to do that. I'm going to leave that there. Just going to scrape. Now we're not making a big mixture today, and students would, if a class was doing this, they would do this individually. It's nice for them to have a little play and use shapes to get their cookies. We've got some nice Australiana shapes today. And I'm going to get a teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm going to do my egg. I'm going to do my egg in a bowl first. And put a little bit of that in there. Going to put my flour into that one. Grab a wooden spoon. Give that a bit of a stir. Forward. We're going to bring this together. Oh, that's looking lovely. Start to roll that out. See, we've got some cutters today. Just flip that over so I know it's not going to stick to my board. And I'm not pressing the rolling pin down very hard, but I am encouraging the mixture to go in the direction that I'm after. And you're looking to get that to a thickness of about 3 to 5 mils. Another way you can lift your dough up is by using the rolling pin. Once it starts to get, just looking after it, I suppose. And I'm going to use my koala. And I'm going to use a little Australiana. And a wombat. Give it a little jiggle. Oh, I can put a kangaroo in there. This is probably a great one to do when you have, you know, your Mother's Day or Easter or Christmas or of the such, and then that way you can target, you know, the particular event. I'm going to lift up my biscuits, put that on there, like so. Now keep your dough because you can roll out and make some more. Now icing is something that you could think about doing as well. It's a nice easy recipe, so if your class has time you could do it. You could think about making some icing. You could think about getting the icing in those little piping tubes. Oh, I've got heaps of dough left. Depending on your budget, you could get like a box for a bench, and then they could, you know, one bench could have a set of colours. Koala. Oh, I don't think I can get. Going again. We'll put a nice chubby wombat on there. And that will sit on, that's probably enough in my tray. Now what I'm going to do before I put my cookies in the oven is I'm just going to turn my kangaroo around so that his tail doesn't burn. I'm going to make sure that my area is safe before I go over to the oven. My oven's on 160. I'm putting my open the oven door completely, and I'm putting my tray into the top of the oven in a landscape position, closing it up, not letting it bang, and that's going to go on for 10 to 12, 15 minutes, but I'll come back and have a look. While your biscuits are in the oven, we want to move over and make sure our dishes get done. and our bench gets wiped. There's no point putting clean dishes on a dirty bench, so making sure that that all happens together. Okay, so our cookies have been in the oven for about 12 to 15 minutes. I've just had to check them. I'm going to make sure my area is sorted. That'll go in the laundry for a wash. I've got my oven mitts on. I'm going to open the oven door completely. I'm going to make sure that the heat wasn't on my face. I'm going to take out my biscuits and put that straight onto a cooling tray. Close my oven door without slamming it. Turn the heat off and the fan. Now, of course, your cookies are quite hot at the moment and they're a little bit softer. So in order to get those to cool a little bit quicker, come in here. I'm just going to take that off the tray, and there we go, our cookies are done.